Let's start this. The most hyped clan war in the group stage. The two leaders of the pack. Both are 3-0. Both want to stay on top. It's Rogue Warriors versus former newbie, aka ELL, TH, Infi, Fly versus LawLiet, Lin, and 120. Little peek into the homes of the Koreans. LawLiet and Lin once again seem to be in very good mood. TH and Fly on the other side, of course, rocking the cat headset once again. So LawLiet and Lin seem to be under a little more tension than last week. Still, of course, joking around. Still, of course, smiling. But enough with the smiles. This is all about the victory and the lead now. In the red, we see TH as a human here with his ally Fly on the upper left-hand side. At the 12 o'clock and at the 2 o'clock, we have Lin and LawLiet. So the orcs with close position, human and night elf a little more peaceful on the outskirts.
And they have switched to red and blue. Thank goodness. That looks a lot more normal. What heroes are we going to see? What is going to be the strat? Is there going to be something as revolutionary as the Dreadlord first mass A-bomb play? I mean, it can't be more crazy than that. So these first heroes are going to tell us quite a bit already. Oh, you see that right there for Lin? That's a war mill in the back.
Yes, TC Headhunters. We've seen a lot of Headhunters on Nullwood, I feel. With these pushes. And also, wow. And also great to creep the Drake in the middle. Podem. Wait. Yeah.
TC Podem.
TC Podem against Blade Archmage.
Good old mass strat. Mass hunts, mass headhunters, mass auras. I would love to know what the fountain is.
I could tell you, but...
Mana fountain would be great for the TC, but it's the health fountain really which makes the mass strat so good. You have the headhunters and the hunts being aggressive upon reaching a certain level on the first heroes, and you can always fall back to the fountain to heal for free. So I'm kind of expecting a health fountain.
Okay. Damn, I'm super hyped for this, man. I like this. These great minds clashing with a super cool strategy by Lin and LawLiet. They have to survive the early. The TC will be so strong. Hunts will soak up all the damage, and the Headhunters are just crazy damage dealers.
Especially if higher tech gets reached, if these Headhunters turn into Berserkers on tier 3, and then the TC gets the solo experience? Maybe. That could be scary. Alright, this is cool. This is off to an interesting start here, this 2v2. Are we going to see some expansions? Are we going to see high tech? Is it just going to be high pressure early? Quite a bit of pressure here from Fly early on. Cancels the shop. And it's an owl first, by the way, for LawLiet. To always have the detection against the Blade Master harass.
This is one of the first times I see this. Also, of course, if you're sure that the Blade Master is not around, use it for scouting. This map is so big, very hard to keep track of your opponent. Owl first, man.
I like the aggressive play here by Fly a lot. Blade Master, as we mentioned earlier, normally in 2v2 late game really isn't the carry, whereas the TC certainly is. War Stomp, crazy enough already in 1v1. In 2v2, even more so.
Problem for Linus now, the shop got cancelled. And he doesn't have any items, so he has to rebuild it. That costs a lot of time. And the Blade Master of Fly is just very, very oppressive and distracting nicely. In the meantime, LawLiet is trying to create some space at the base of Fly, but TH is covering for us, buddy.
Yeah, trying to slow down the creeping here a little bit. It's kind of the Podem and the Blade Master both playing the same role, the space creator role, being annoying in the early game, slowing down, poking a little bit. But once the Headhunter numbers grow, once the Grunt and Footy numbers grow, the solo heroes really can't do all that much anymore. That's 5 Headhunters. That's a lot of damage already. Coming in with the Footies here. I don't know about this by TH. Isn't this just a donation?
Looks like it, right? It's close to critical mass headhunters in this early stage. And Fly is down to 50% as well with his blade.
Yeah, if the TC gets to 7 headhunters, he can creep anything on the map. Anything.
Yeah. Okay, I need to find some time. Tier 2 for Lin. For upgrades, of course.
But they are slowing down the TC quite nicely. Yeah, 1 footy was lost. Yeah, the Blade Master is not getting any progress for Fly either. But the TC needs those levels, wants those levels. Oh, speed scroll on the AM, not good enough. Still gets surrounded. Has to TP out. And that might be the fountain. Going to ELL, but no. They changed course. Don't want to go for the fountain just yet.
Yeah, more distraction in the north. Like, hey, you don't have time. We're still on your heels. We still know where you are. And we still want to fight you. Blade Master comes in for some steel. Purge on the TC. Kinda low. Right, level 2 now.
Big level up here for the Aura. Speaking of Aura, though, the Potom still doesn't have level 2. That's such a massive level up for her. They need to creep it somewhere.
I think they want the fountain so bad. It's time now.
That's a lot of headhunters already. It is a mana fountain, by the way. We see it here.
Yeah. The goo.
Wow. No level 3 creeping at all. Instead, ELL show up early with a ton of hunts, a ton of berserkers. Almost getting the bestiary cancelled, but I don't think they quite will. Repair now coming in.
It's not that much.
Both warriors are here to defend, but this looks like a tiny army.
Yeah, supply numbers are quite equal. That was a huge stomp by Fly. Supply numbers are quite equal, but it looks so much more for ELL. Stomps are good, but very limited. Potom is down to 50%. Stomp! This Archmage, and of course no TP anymore as he used it before. And so the Aura and Water Elementals are gone. Shadow Melt everywhere during nighttime. Can't be attacked, can't be revealed. The Headhunter's pretty much alone. There was the last Stomp for Lin. Here comes Militia from TH, finally trying to backstab. But Speed Scroll out. That is Lin gone at the Potom with the TP. So they did some damage. They killed the Archmage. Was it enough, though?
Crazy militia call from half a map away. Didn't last long when they arrived, but still forced the TP back. And more production. We see LawLiet very high in supply already at 42. This army has a lot of damage and a lot of focus fire potential, but has 0 dispel. So with slows and with debuffs and stuff, and buffs, you can really work well against this army in the late game. And this is the delicate balance. Like Lin and LawLiet, they would love to get levels on their heroes, but they don't want to take it so late that the enemy heroes get high level as well.
So what's the crucial timing point for ELL to push? We go for the Drake. And RW gets them. Lin is not around. He can't punish this. MK gets the levels here. Ruined Bracers, not the greatest. Stomp trying to create some space, but LawLiet with the Hunter surround. And I don't think there's a way out for that TC. Stomp, and he's killed. So now Lin is here as well. Both armies clashing hard.
We're focusing quite a bit on the Blade Master. Isn't that kind of a waste of time? Footy's in the front line, soaking up a lot of damage, doing a good job, absorbing a lot of the piercing here.
To that TC
comes back in with a level 3 now, level 2 Stomp.
How he moves the TC back to the fountain to make use of that region to have more Stomp is wonderful by Lin. Look at the mana region. It's insane. Clarity and Fountain, and that's another Stomp.
Militia taken out now. Footies are all gone, so now the Headhunters can do big damage again. Sorcerer Slow is helping out, but it's so many targets to slow. You can't slow them all down. They're mainly here to deal with the TC, I guess.
Yeah, they need blockers, man. If you can't protect them from the Headhunters, the toothpicks are everywhere on you.
Oh, Stomp hits the Kodo, gets taken out. That's a big deal. Big damage drop.
Yeah. Fly is transitioning into headhunters now as well, dealing with the Huns who take a way more defensive stand this time. LawLiet with detonates. There's still one stomp, I guess, on this TC.
TC out of mana, but if he finds more kills, he's gonna be level 4 here soon. Oh, those priests getting intercepted. These are the easiest kills ever for ELL. And you can see the TC's experience right here. 1 kill away from level 4. And that aura does make a big difference.
Oh, speaking of auras, we have level 2 True Shot for LawLiet. The damage of this army is insane. 50 supply by him. All Huns can feed his ally now. Floating in 900 gold. Could also expand.
Mana fountain now for the TC. Pretty nice. It's gonna be up to full mana here again very soon. 0 split push this game. It's just all combined efforts.
Weird, right? How it all changes from week to week in these 2-on-2s. Archmage is heavily underleveled, especially with this caster army.
Slow on the TC again. I like it.
So many summons. Clap and Stomp. The late game combo for RW.
Scroll protection used. ELL, they want to take this fight. That sorceress is level 4 for the TC, I believe. Yes! Gets it with a water mantle, I think. Controlled for the time being with the stomp. This is a decent choke over here for RW, but can they really hold their ground? Doesn't look like it. Blade Master about to die.
The owl.
Level 1 hero lost. Honestly, doesn't matter that much. He didn't provide much anyways. But it's so much mass pushing in from the back. Yeah. And Rogue Warriors are not ready. They don't have the numbers themselves that they need.
It's a bottleneck, but they're pushing through, going for the MK. Even hero focus is working nicely. The glaives arrive and the MK dies. 2 hero kills. Archmage finally level 3. That took him forever. And how to stop this push now? Yes, with burrows and reinforcements and shop. That helps.
Might be able to force TP. TC with the invul here only going to be lasting so long, and Lin is going to have to say sayonara before losing too much, but he's going to take out a few more casters on his way out. He is now level 5, and we know what that means. Level 3 Stomp. Craziest ability in the game. I think he... Didn't he tech to tier 2 earlier, Lin?
He's tier 3.
Perhaps he might even be... Oh, he's tier 3?
Yes.
Ah. Didn't have Berserkers yet, though, did he?
He did. And he used it.
I did not realize those were Berserkers.
Yeah, you know, element of surprise. We get breakers against it to block, but just feels this mass of ELL is unbreakable. With all the hero kills. I think it's very smart that they focus on heroes so much, because the MK and TC, maybe even an Archmage with the Tome of Retraining and Blizzard, is the hard counter for it.
Yeah. If those heroes get to 5, ELL doesn't have a chance anymore, most likely. Alright, speed scroll in. TC looking for the next connection, and there we go. Hits a pretty good one. Gets past the breakers. Has another invul. Has to use it as well. Mana potion. Also, they're trying to split here, the Rogue Warriors, but they're still getting caught in the back. But again, invul runs out, and the TC was in danger of dying. So once more, Lin has to TP out. Lost a bit there himself. But I think he's getting close to 6, and MK gets caught trying to pop him out, and LawLiet has to back up. He's not ready to fight this 2v1, of course.
Yeah, this is getting quite costly with all the town portals out. Of course, hero revives on the other side as well, so it's kind of fair. There's the expansion for LawLiet that I was waiting for quite some time. It's up now. He starts mining. And then it's even more mass. When is the time that the class is better than the mass?
I think if Rogue Warriors both get to 60, if the MK gets level 3, AM level 4, TC level 3, that might be the time. The Breaker Sork army is really good against the style. Maybe he can apply Curse to everything. Slow, I mean, to everything. But they need some more levels. They need some more creeping. And they need to go to the bottom right to do this. Yeah, they'll realize that. Did I see a walker right there? One single walker to protect the TC would actually be really smart
Yeah.
for Lin.
It's not even the longest tech tree, but because you don't really need adapt. Okay, TP out this time by Rogue Warriors by TH. Thank you very much. Hamster Sittich for the €5. After stream beer is on me. Thank you very much for the tip.
Thank you, mate. Lin is 1 kill away from level 6, by the way. The second Invis potion here. He just came in with a creep jack. Oh, and that Invis potion is just beautiful.
Again, the attention to the Kodo Beast. Just like in the fights prior, and that is level 6 right here. You can't kill this TC anymore. Taking out the Kodo Aura is so key.
5 seconds done. On a 6-second cooldown. Oh, does get another one as well. And here we go. Both forces assembled. And have fun, Militia, running into this meat grinder.
Yeah, that is absolutely impossible. 2 heal scrolls, 3 heal scrolls for ELL. 1 for Fly. They are busy creeping the red in the upper left. We have seen Scrolls of Restoration winning 2-2s before, but this time it's just a Red Drake.
Yeah, Red Drake. That thing is going to be alive for a full 2 seconds before the Berserkers gun it down. TC looking for the big stomp, but good positioning on the breakers here, keeping the TC at arm's length.
Blade about to...
from the MK.
Bottom left, Town Hall falls. Upper right, Blade Master wrecked. And that's the base down. That's 2 bases up for ELL, and they got their objective. TP out.
Yeah, this Blade Master is doing absolutely nothing this game. The early game, he slowed down the TC a little bit, just a smidge. But in this late game, absolutely nothing. Oh, and guess what? Lin is getting ready to transition to Torrens, it seems. Second Torrent totem. Has a Torrent already, in fact. This is looking very, very good now for ELL. 3 base income versus 1. I mean, obviously it does. This seems impossible for Rogue Warriors.
I agree. It's still the genius of TH and the crazy shape of Fly in recent weeks. So if someone finds a way out, it's probably them. And they're waiting for their big levels. They kind of got their big levels. Level 2 Clap. Level 2 Stomp. This is what they want to have, and this is what can get them back.
Third Invis pot already for this TC. But ELL, they don't even need to defend here. They can just go for the counterattack. LawLiet goes into the human main, and Lin could perhaps even go into the orc main. But there's an expansion here as well, worth considering attacking. But Lin is just going to boost out of there with a speed scroll. Does have a TP as well to get out if required. With his level 6.5 TC. And yeah, he's stuck in a corner. He's going to have to TP out of this. But the Expo still standing. And LawLiet is finding more and more building kills.
Yeah. Just normal damage. This Glaive. TH is out of this game. He will never build any units again anymore. We go Engines of Wind. What's Fly doing? What can he... Is there a way for him to do anything?
What's he going winds for, by the way? Fairies?
Fairies could be nice.
Against Berserkers, though?
Talons in the far back. Could be nice.
Against Breakers? I don't get it. We'll see.
At this point, they can
I guess. Bottom very close to 5, by the way. Ooh. Alright, LawLiet, you are needed here in this base defense.
Right, Torrents are going to town. TC goes into the back line, waiting for the perfect moment. And here comes LawLiet, flanking from the left-hand side onto the Headhunters. That will inflict a lot of damage to him as well, but the Headhunters are the damage dealers next to the Aura, and the TC is just... Oh, okay. Survives for 7 seconds more thanks to the Invo Potion. There's so much AoE. Yo, the clap, man, crazy. But Torrent arrived. The control on the Torrent is pretty good. The fight, I think, in general, is pretty good for RW. Flies at 70 supply. This is not looking good for ELL, man.
You're looking on the wrong side.
I am looking on the wrong side.
Yeah, it is indeed fairies,
now.
by the way. And yeah, RW are getting trashed. The mass is finally overwhelming, and they call for the GG. The TC Potter mass, even on the pro level, played successfully. Again, a smirk on LawLiet's face. They pulled a swift one there on RW. And LawLiet and Lin, the 2v2 is looking stronger and stronger.
Man, they finally find a way to work together. After so many weeks and months and tournaments where they played okay, but not as good as their combined one-on-one skill suggests. And it was something was lacking, like communication, chemistry, something was just off. And it's fixed now. TH and Fly pretty much, yeah, they tried to contest hard early. And it was okay. They stopped the TC progress for a while, but the hero kills were kind of key. Constant hero kills. So no level 3 clap early, no level 3 stomp early, no level 3 archmage early even. And then you can't go for distraction pushes. Your tier 2 still needs way more time than the mass. And once this mass is up and this engine is running, have fun stopping that snowball.
Yeah. That was a fun 2v2. Once again, we are seeing something slightly off meta. I mean, we have seen TC Potter mass before, but it's normally quite rare. And normally, you know, in W3IL, we saw this a ton, dude. We saw this a ton in W3IL, but normally on the pro level, we thought, you know, it's a little bit of a cheese, it doesn't work. But cool to see it work here. Now we see some highlights. These were the early engagements. Before the TC levels were really high, but the headhunter numbers in the back, you can see, they were really high early on, finding hero kills over and over. There was a really cool Invis Huntress wall as well here. Here you can see it right now. So hard to get through past these Invis hunts. And the TC with the storms coming in, more and more snipes, more and more kills. Militia flank was pretty cool. It forced the TP away. But there was a delicate balance in this game. If there had been like 3 or 4 more level ups on Rogue Warriors, this could have been swung the other round. It was all about the hero levels this game.
And that's never the case in 2-2. Like, for years, we say, yeah, heroes are good, fine, but it's always about army, or usually more about army in 2-2. But yeah, stop them here. And that was the key. Fountain, once again, not really an issue, but how Lin controlled the TC here. Stomp, Fountain, sip, 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 and back into it. Also, I found a very quick tier 3 for Lin. Despite all that math. It was impressive.
I feel like you can only play Blade Master either on split push maps, where you force the 1v1s, or on really small maps, where you can push early. Because if he doesn't get off to a good start, this Blade Master for Fly, he was just useless. He was such a waste of money.
Yeah.
But I guess the idea was to play him to slow down the TC early. Just seems like there was no winning for the Blade Master this game. Oh my god, look at that master. Holy. How many headhunters is this?
That
it's like
push
15 or
crazy.
something.
The supply numbers never looked too impressive though. Like, this is 43 supply. It looks so much more.
Yeah. No heroes, I guess, soaking up that 5 supply. Just a single TC and the rest is all Berserkers. Really good TC usage, by the way. By Lin. Always had the proper amount of invulns and mana pots and invis potions. This is where he got level 6. Oh my god, look at that Berserk. And the Stomp. Stomp level 3! You know, once that ability finally gets nerfed, I wonder what it's going to do to 2v2.
It will be a lot better for Night Elf, I guess. Than Hunter, not too crazy anymore. And that final fight. Lin pretty protected. LawLiet storming in. Ah, man, these storms are just way too crazy. Mountain King never really did the damage it needs, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, even with level 2 Clap, this just feels underwhelming. Against Torrent and Anyway, yeah? What?
And there were always the right amount of heal scrolls against it. And Clap, you know, it did good damage, but there was never enough follow-up beef to actually find all those kills as well.
They still have a great 2-on-2 later with TH and Infi, probably with the Dreadlord strat again. But next up, we go into the one-on-ones at ELL versus Rogue Warrior. It was always Infi starting for the Rogue Warriors. Do you want to do this again? Now it's their map choice. And they could seed him on the very best human map possible. This is LawLiet, Lin, and 120 versus TH, Infi, and Fly. The next match is going to be hyped no matter what. We're going to be right back. This is match number 2 of Rogue Warriors versus ELL. ELL took the lead in the 2-on-2, and this is pretty damn hype because it's the Necromancer versus the 3X. This is 4 WGL titles on just one map, and we forgot about one thing.
Oh my god.
Then it's Turtle Rock, and Turtle Rock is RW's pick, and they seed a human. Ultimate 360 curveball.
What?
Yeah, what is exactly what I'm thinking as well.
Turtle Rock map we don't have in most 1v1 competitions anymore, but here in WGTL we do. Turtle Rock was always problematic. Lots of specialties about it, weird creep routes, and Watcher Wars and everything. But overarching, this map was always way, way better for Undead and Orc than it was for Human and Night Elf. Now, RW could have seeded an Orc, but they chose not to.
I am so
that's such a tough map for TH. Oh my god.
Did they expect something else? Like, did they expect? I don't even know, man.
And this would be so cool to have like a call conference with the team managers in a moment like this.
Yeah.
And to consult them what the idea was. That would be a great bit of production value.
Okay.
I don't know if they have that on the tiny stream, but I don't think they do.
No, I think they have just an interview with the captain at the end. Yeah, Archmage by TH, no Paladin Blood Mage specials.
And you know what? This is going to be a problem for RW throughout the course of this league, isn't it? Because there's TM and TR in the pool.
Oh yeah.
Both really bad for Human.
Yeah, you can't.
And they can only veto one.
Yeah, you can't always seed Fly. It's very, very obvious. Oh, okay. What's 120 doing? Normal undead creep route so far. Green into orange with the DK.
Yeah, 120's early game recently has been consisting of level 2 creep, get the second rod of necromancy, and don't only then go to harass the humans expansion. However, if there ever was a map to do a lot of damage while the human is creeping the expo, it's this one.
Yeah.
The creeps are crazy strong, both at the red camps and at the orange camps.
TH taking things slow. Not going for orange, just going green, green.
He's teching, dude. He's one base teching.
Okay. Infi made it work on one base once against Undead on this map.
Did you see how it was pulling away the turtle next to the tree line so the DK doesn't see the turtle behind the tree line? TH, what the hell is this next level creeping, bro?
He's quite a good player, man.
Okay, so what's he gonna play? What's he gonna play here? Wasn't this crazy game that TH won some insane one base Knights play or something?
It was Infi, but yeah, you're absolutely right.
Infi. Is it that? Or is it Inner Fire Rifles?
It's been so long. I don't even know if we can apply that game as a reference or something. Oh, what a bait! That
was with a cloak.
Surround, but he has. How does he fight out there? He's trying to, There's a coil ready, or there was a coil ready, killing one footman. Water mental down as well. He's actually walking out of this and cloaks himself again. TH, did he get it? Dust?
Wait, didn't he get the dust?
No.
He thought he did, but he didn't.
Oh, mistake. Level 2 now, a little bit wild.
Now he just walked out, right?
I think so. He's healthy enough.
He did take a ton of damage, though. Oh, and the boots!
The boots!
The boots!
Feet trying to block, but
these boots are made for chasing.
But does he survive it yet? 12. One more hit, and there we go. The stutter stepping so good by TH, and force the town portal eventually.
Dude, how smart by TH. He realizes if he gets the dust, that's not enough. He needs to get the boots to really punish him for this. God damn.
It's unfair how good these guys are. But now what? Now what 1-0? He is so hurt.
He went for a heal pot and a sacrificial skull here to be on the safe side. That's 200 gold invested into items very early into the game.
It feels like across the history of Warcraft, this camp is the one that's crept most with sacrificial skull.
Yeah. Damn, I'm loving this game already. And
it's so
no
different.
telling where it's gonna lead us.
It's so refreshing. Okay, Watch a Ward, not in the greatest position, but very safe creeping. This is what he has to go. He can't risk anything. TH is soaking up the upper part of the map. He was there and he will probably never be there again. And he knows he has time with the DK being so slow. So using the time at the 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock is fairly good, I'd say.
And he's going to be getting his level 3 here. I think this early game is looking rather decent for TH. This map by no means is easy for level 3 AM, but because of how hard...
Oh.
Paladin second.
Paladin
what?
second.
What? That's never played. That's never played. Is TH showing us the new meta right now? Dude, you know who used to play this? Mr. Winner. Not even kidding. So, is he expanding here on tier 2, TH, or is he going straight tier 3?
I mean, it's a complete different game if the human doesn't go for an expansion. Then the undead isn't pushing you early. Then you don't need the Mountain King that necessarily. So, maybe high value for the Paladin here. Crystal Ball. Red spot for 1-2-0 though. He can take some damage here because there's a rune.
Medallion for the Lich is okay, not amazing, but Lich inventory is starting to stack up. Throw a robe and a claws in there, and this Lich is going to be officially sick. Just a creep fest for now, though. And you know what? With the Paladin, you can actually creep pretty damn well. Probably better than with Stormbolt.
You can tank with one unit, boom, Holy Light, or just tank with a Paladin.
Where is he going?
Is it Aura?
Divine Shield, or is he greedily going Devotion? He found the big invul. That is really tempting to go Devotion.
Aura. Yep. Okay, if I have an invul potion, what does I need my spell for? 1 base, tier 3, Archmage, Rifles, Paladin.
Good. Next week, when I play ladder, I bet my sweet behind. I'm gonna see a lot more from this, from the humans. And Pally's great for sustain, also good for creeping, but you have 0 catch now with this army. You don't have slow, you don't have Stormbolt, you have nothing. How are you ever gonna force a fight or even find a kill?
Against Unholy Aura and Nova.
And this is gonna be the easiest level 2 aura for the DK ever also. There's no need to consider for Death Pact.
Yeah, Holy Light is good and all, but without Banished, without Stormbolt, absolutely not necessary. Dark Ranger 3 to counter that Paladin. It's a lot of healing. Of course, if you don't have that much money on one base, saving units might be even more important than it is in the normal meta.
So TH is definitely gonna add a MK third. Is a Pally level 3 more valuable than an MK level 3?
if you go Knights and you have the Knight Fiend battle against early Lich Coil Nova, I think having the Holy Light on 2 is better. To just keep the Knights up and do the damage with the Knights.
I don't think we're going to see Knights, though. It's so hard to make work from one base. Because when you play Knights, you need gyros as well, because you need anti-air. Theoretically, he has anti-air with rifles, but if you play Knights, you need to go hard on Knights. 1 or 2 doesn't cut it.
You say that, but let's see what the TH is coming up with. Infi made it work with Knights 1 base. But yeah, different meta, different patch even.
Yeah, it was a very special case. There was also close position Echo Isles running over with Militia and all that good jazz. Nowadays, close position is disabled. Big red camp. Movement speed is absolutely what he needs, what he wants at least. And he doesn't get it. He gets bonus damage, that's also good. But movement speed would have been better.
Helps the rifles a ton. So, second red spot for 120 on the upper left-hand side. Shouldn't TH's tier 3 be finished by now?
Yeah, I think so too. Like, is he actually playing without MK? No, there he is. Okay,
Yeah.
MK just came out. Yeah. He needs this Stormbolt.
With Orb. No staff yet, can't afford it. Human short on resources, 120.
Wait a minute.
Devotion.
Has 120 not seen this Pally second yet?
I think he did.
He just went Death Pact. That makes no sense.
Maybe muscle memory or something.
That's a big mistake. This Death Pact is going to be a complete waste. That's 20% move or 10% movement speed lost.
He still has no TP, fighting for the turtle now. 55 supply, TH a little ahead. Mountain King at the moment nukeable. Speaking of nukes, that's a priest kill.
Yeah, and high mana on these heroes. Every Call Nova is a caster kill. So the caster is being kept at long range. Footies also die easy. Good positioning here by 120.
Inner fire starts to kick in. Everything a lot more tanky, everything makes more damage. Destroyers up. Mountain King far forward as the block, but can't really connect to anything.
He at least got one Fiend kill, but still more supply for 120. And now he's getting the Banshee transition. And Curse and Anti-Magic is super strong against this rifle style.
Also a good solution against Bolt Holy Light.
Oh, dude, the levels in 120. He's about to hit level 4 Lich and level 3 Dark Ranger. Big upgrades.
Okay. More rifle casters. Just Pally rifles. Sieging now. Trying to force a TP, trying to get him away from creeping. Map is almost empty.
Yeah, this definitely looks like an expansion play somewhere else. Like, this smells weird.
Yeah, he's moving to the upper right.
Did trade a caster there for a Fiend, though. So, that's pretty decent. Once Anti-Magic gets applied, it's going to be very hard to find any kills anymore. Lich level 4. And now the level 2 aura missing is becoming noticeable.
Not too much. Oh, that Nova was big. He can't find a Holy Light to save that rifle. A little bit of free damage on that Destroyer. Is there any healing except for the Holy Light? Doesn't seem like it. Mountain King is quite tanky, but definitely nukeable. Lich level 4, so much mana to use. So far, TH is holding on. Having a decent fight, but I think more and more damage are coming towards his army. And is it enough time to buy for this expansion? This is all this fight is good for.
Not too much inner fire anymore. Lich still has more Nova to use. Rifles dying, Fiends dying, both suffering quite a few losses. Holy Light comes in. That may have been the last Holy Light. Either the last or the second last. But also Fiend numbers dwindling. Not too much DPS for 120 anymore. More borrows coming in. Is there another charge of dust? There's a reveal thanks to the Crystal Ball. That's one kill. Almost a second kill. Man, they're both suffering heavily.
Yeah. Bare knuckle box fight. Damage is gone for TH pretty much. 4 rifles remaining. We have one more Stormbolt. Skeletons are finding their way as well. MK a little exposed, but this... Oh, he didn't stop the town hall yet. He moved the militia to the head of the turtle. Now he did. Whew, that could have been done a lot earlier.
And that's a really weird position to scout. This is all the way across the map. Great fight by TH. I thought he was going to get slaughtered in that fight, but no, he held on well. And that is a necromancer. Is that a misclick, though? Looks like a misclick. He doesn't even have a depth training.
Yeah, he has no tech at 64.
64 supply. Ooh, dude, that's a big army. And 1-0, it looks like he's going to scout the corner. He was looking for creeps, but he's going to find something even better. There is a TP for TH to get here if this town hall finishes. But he's going to be TPing into a massive undead army.
And 3 damage. Does he even finish this town hall? I don't think so. Oh, bad. Real bad. And that's exactly that 1 second this expansion was too late. So, what can he do now, man? Close to level 5. Okay, hero levels are fine. But not great.
Another push into the main.
Yeah,
Oh, did he bring another dust? Yes, he did. Gets 1 fiend.
So much supply, though.
And now anti-magic everywhere.
How to deal with this if you can't Stormbolt, if you can't Holy Light nuke? It's just sustain on the rifles, but rifles against fiends don't do that much either. The army is all over the place. The Lich picks them apart.
Yeah, he's finding a few kills here, TH, but it's a very uneven fight. Once again, forced to TP out. He's going to lose a little bit more on his way out. 2 more kills. That's 2 more skeletons. Down to 39 supply.
That's such a hard counter army now.
Yeah.
And all the investment is done. Everything that 1-0 is spending now is going into fights. It's either units or items.
And I think this is the big problem for late game rifles against undead. You don't have a good counter against banshees. When you play Knights Gyros, you always automatically should at least throw in a few breakers at some point. But here it's really hard to fit in breakers. Because you need a certain number of rifles, you need a certain number of priests, and there's just not much cash to go around. AM is gonna get level 5 here, that's something. But I don't know that it's enough.
I agree. Never broke upkeep to not play to not pay taxes. Oh, cutting reinforcements. Great positioning. TH trying to backstab, but the abomination is there. Not sure if he has disease cloud or not. Doesn't seem that way. But it's so much tankiness added to the casters and to the damage dealers. Cool army mix by 1-0.
Anti-magic on the proper targets to protect them. Dust coming in. Crystal Ball again, finding a few kills. But now it's going to be on a long cooldown. And the numbers are just unfair at this point. Almost a 20 supply lead. It is a 20 supply lead, in fact, for 1-0. This seems to be over.
Yeah, seems unwinnable. And that's a 2-0 then for ELL. Statues are untouched. Human army is completely falling apart. Next Nova hits level 5 Archmage. Okay, that doesn't turn the tides though. Is a lot of mana. But this army is just non-existent. He's holding on well in the fights compared to like what the supply lead is and all. But he never is able to catch up.
Yeah, this is just a simple rundown now. The AM Kolnova, oh my god. An inch away from dying right there. Pally saves him one last time.
Yeah,
Now the Pally's out of mana. No more Holy Lights. Dark Ranger level 4. 544 undead hero levels. 1-0 could expand right now if he wants. He can do anything he wants. Destroyer on the right-hand side is checking for expansions. Oh, skeletons actually is what it is.
No lumber for TH. He used all the peasants to either help in the fight or gather gold. Or to start expansions somewhere, but they're all shut down. He's close-ish to 5-3? 5-5-3? Is that something that can give him this game back? With the Brilliance Aura 3, with pretty much unlimited spells. There's no expansion. He's not taking his advantage any further. Yes, of course, with invols everywhere.
So, just gonna brute force his way into the main. That could also be a very viable way to win this game. It's still a 20 supply lead. Oh my goodness. Mains are about to expire. Only about a minute of income left.
What does he spend his gold on? Oh, anti-magic everywhere. Small reminder that anti-magic maybe shouldn't be green for both players. Alright, Dispel on the inner fire. That was a big Dispel. Almost full mana.
Decent position here, I guess. Lots of damage from these inner fire rifles. Focus on the MK. Coil Nova. The Pally was silenced. And he just explodes. High level undead heroes once again. Finding the enemy hero kills. And now without Stormbolt, it's so easy to micro against the small human force.
Yeah. I mean, he's not getting any reinforcement. 1,000 gold for TH, but can't really spend it due to lumber. And that's seriously an easy fight for 1-0. It's impressive how TH is stemming against that for 5, 6, 7 minutes now. Always so far down. Still competitive. But it's just, he's just bleeding him dry. He's choking him out.
Yeah, there's L5. Hold that, Nova! If there wasn't a nail inside this coffin before... Now there is.
Oh, that hurt.
One last stand from the militia. Call to arms. But
that's GG ELL with a 2-0 victory in the most important clan war of the season. It looks like we get a new leader on the ranking board. Thanks to the Necromancer. Thanks to 1-2-0 and the 2-2, of course. For once, 1-0 not disappointing at all in a clan war.
Yeah, played really solid right there. Rogue Warriors choosing Turtle Rock themselves, which was a bold play. And I guess we're faking out for Fly to be the choice. And we're maybe hoping that LawLiet would be the seed. Maybe that was the game plan.
LawLiet played the last Playday on Turtle Rock. So yeah, maybe that was their thinking. That was against WFZ though, with a million expansions. Against so many played there as well. So LawLiet was the Turtle Rock pick by ELL. And maybe they just misgambled. I think that's it. I think that's the solution to why this matchup happened. RW wanted LawLiet versus TH. ELL knew it and hard countered. And Turtle Rock, one base undead human. Throughout the history of Warcraft, that's one of the roughest things you can face.
Yeah. And 1-0 played really nicely around this rifle strat. Went into a heavy creeping game. And as much as I was convinced by inner fire rifles before, they just get kind of destroyed by Banshees, it feels. plus a strong Fiend and Hero Army, of course.
It was a small bait by Todd as well. Like, hey, Remo, what's going on? TH is losing, but he's playing in a Fire Rivals. What's up? This save. Oh, this kill, by the way. This stutter step. Now, so good. Forcing the TP. But even that, even if low HP DK and a TP forced didn't help TH. And is the crucial moment right? No, not really right now. I think it's a little later. When he forces the fight in the undead base, trades, loses a lot, but seemingly forgets to build the expansion. I'm not sure if he had the resources or not, but yeah. It was just a tiny bit too late. At this late mid-game expo never came up.
I mean, if it sets it up earlier, though, he's still gonna have that expo standing with 50 supply defending it against 65. Still doesn't save him. He still loses that fight, still lose that game. I don't know where the mistake was, but it wasn't with the expo timing. The Pally second, interesting idea. The level 2 Holy Light and Devotion definitely helped out a lot. But I don't know, man. It feels like you just need breakers. TH today not victorious, not showing us the way to beat Undead today on one base.
Yeah.
So who's going to be next now? What's going to be the next map? Who's going to be the next pick?
I guess we'll
this
find out.
This can't be a 3-0, right? 3-0 would be crazy.
Would be a huge statement, especially for ELL after disappointing so much in the Gold League finals in December, where they didn't even make it to the top 2. It's definitely different teams. Of course, I still make the comparisons to that last Clan War one, because it is the last Clan War one. If we have any references, then it's that tournament. But it's completely different. This has to be a crazy turnaround for RW now. And I think it's time for Infi. Screw the map. Screw the matchup. Just rely on Infi.
Yeah. Infi has been in absolute god mode recently. If there's someone to pull it back, it's him.
If it's gonna be him or Fly, and who will they face? We will find out after a little break.
Okay.
Orc,
right.
Mirror, match points for ELL, and you get the match points with your best player and the world champion, the guy who defeated Fly 2-0 just a week ago. All things point towards a 3-0 for ELL. They need the best Fly. They need Fly 120% right now.
Lin won a few days ago, that's true. But before that, Fly defeated him. Historically, we're not going to look at that too much. It's, okay, I guess I have to tell you. It's 18-3 in favor of Lin, so that's 86% win rate in the recorded stats on W3 Info. That's not very encouraging, but you know, Fly recently has been looking really good. He won WCAA online, where he defeated Moon in Orc versus Night Elf, the only Orc in forever to do this.
Yeah.
And also he defeated Lin recently. Fly has been putting up great results the last few weeks. He's been losing a few games as well again, but if he can iron out those wrinkles out of his play, he can absolutely win this. Against, however, the best Orc Mirror player and the best Orc of all time.
Exactly. You are still on the Fly hype train. I'm a little off. I said this yesterday. I called it yesterday. It's not gonna be the unstoppable force Fly that we've seen 2 weeks ago. He's up against Lin, and Lin is getting better and better and better and better. My money is on the world champion. This is match point. This is Fly trying to save RW.
All right. Fly. A lot of weight now on his shoulders. I don't think anybody expected a 3-0 here. This was supposed to be a back and forth. Infi and TH and Fly. Lin, LawLiet, 1-0. All world-class players. All in pretty good shape recently from what we can tell. But the 2-0 mass strat into the failed gamble, and boom, there you go. Suddenly it's 2-0 for ELL.
This is
Lin
Lin.
can close it out.
Lin in the blue, Fly in the red. It is a barracks. That's, of course, great already. No shenanigans with the fast tech or something. This must be a Blade Master. On this map with 10 claws, we've seen crazy crits just yesterday, and it is a Blade Master. And there as well. So Orc Mirror with Blade Master Mirror. Lots about claws, lots about Shadowhunter creeping. How do you outplay Lin here?
Well, if I was the coach of RW, I wouldn't know what to tell him. Just play better than Lin. Just outplay him. Just out micro him. Just out creep him.
Lin, by the way, winning WGL April qualifier. Lin winning next spring in a crazy 3-2 final over 1-2-0. He won the past 2 tournaments in Asia.
Yeah, he's on a hot streak. But Fly, definitely the toughest challenge in the world right now for him, I'd say. Focus at the moment isn't in his top shape, in my opinion. And let's go. Let's gamble. What items we gonna get? Claws for Fly. That's a great start. And ring for Lin. Okay. Fortuna wants to see more maps here as well in this clan war.
That was the outcome by Cash versus Focus as well, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you, Cookie Killer, for the €2 donation. Thanks for the great work and the quality entertainment. Please take this small contribution. And I think I can speak for a lot of people, even if there's a lot of rant about balance and graphics. You guys are the best. Much love. Super heartwarming. Big smile on my face. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cookie. That's very nice of you, man. Much appreciated. So Fly creeping rather passively on his side of the map, going for the 2 items, nothing more, so no level 2 yet.
No instant harass at all, just going for the natural and then into shop. Lin, tempted to go for the Magi, it's so risky. Okay, just got the item and it's claws for him now as well.
But isn't this opening by Fly just better? Like, just go for the salves, go south, creep the Yoga Magi, and then heal up, and then run across, and then creep the enemy natural. This build is really cool by Fly.
Yeah, Lin is not getting an item at that camp, just a little bit of experience. So this is, of course, level 2 for him as well. It's a little bit more damage on Fly, but with heal salves, what does it really do? He's scanning for his opponents. He's, hey, I'm left alone. I can do whatever I want. It gets rewarded with that nice idea with the claw. Lin too late with the Scout Grunt.
But if Lin gets the Ogre Magi here, he's gonna make up for that. But he's
not brave
feeling
enough.
Quite safe enough to do this.
No. Maybe he was just hanging around at the marketplace to see if there's another claw available. And of course, with what's the delay on the item drop in the marketplace?
It's pretty short. I'd say less than 30 seconds.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if he saw it yet. Did he see it with the grunts earlier? Was the Blade Master already in Windwalk? Quite some questions. Fly is the one taking the marketplace and he gets it uncontested.
But it's more experience here up for grabs for Lin. So better item for Fly, but more XP for the Korean. What do you get? Sold it right away, so 1 of Mana Steel or Claw or Scroll, I guess.
3rd claw though. Purchased it immediately.
Oh, the Grunt block.
Insane.
However,
Berlin.
Blade is coming in.
Needs another Windwalk to seal the deal, and that is an early Grunt kill for Lin, making up for the lack of damage at the moment. Man.
Did you see what backstabbed him there? Did he click on his inventory? If he did, it's time to go to the marketplace and even out the inventory.
Well, he was at the marketplace just a minute ago, and 2 claws were already purchased. I don't think that is that there's anything available there right now.
Yeah. But we're gonna have, dude. It's a successful game for the shop owner at the marketplace. These items are flying off the shelves.
So he got dust. Fly is getting big chunk of experience here as well.
Oh! The grunt stole the last hit.
What the hell? You see it on the Shadow Hunter. He didn't creep anything. Yet he's the 1.2. Oh my god, Lin.
Sick play. And perfectly in time, he pulls the grunt back because he knows there might be a Shadow Hunter approaching. Lin is opening up the Mercamp quite a bit quicker than Fly is. Are they going to go for Berserkers, I wonder? Or is that too easy to take out with Ensnare?
I think they always have a big space in the army, like early mid-game when it's about creeping. But is there much more creeping to do? I don't think so. 6 o'clock is gone, 12 o'clock is gone, Magi bottom left is gone, Magi bottom right is gone. There's just nothing to creep anymore, really.
Berserkers have good damage, but they don't have any utility. They can't devour, they can't cast Spirit Link, they can't dispel, and they can't ensnare. Dude, it's triple claws for Fly, and he just found a Pennant of Energy as well.
Yes.
Oh, Blade Master coming in for the Creepjack. The Shadow Hunter might be in a bit of trouble, but with Hex and Heatwave, I think she should be fine.
That's a lot of mana. That was pretty much the Pennant of Energy's mana.
That's the Blade Master level 3 advantage. Can roam around here much longer. Fly is trying to do the same across the map. And of course, he still has very respectable right click.
First Walker coming in for both sides, just waiting for the Kodo, waiting to get in tip-top fighting shape. No one really wants to fight right now. Oh, and Lin got it.
Yeah, that's a massive deal. That is such a huge advantage for the first fight. And the second heal scroll is, I think, like another 60 seconds away or something like that. Maybe even more. If Fly doesn't get the second heal scroll, I don't know how he's ever supposed to take a fight.
Yeah. Maybe tier 3. He has to stall for a long time then.
In general, we see a lot of creeping today, right? People are not over-eager at all. They're taking their sweet time, one step at a time.
It's something we see a lot in one-on-one. Because you have no chance to come back, obviously. And if you Fly now, if you make one misstep, and throughout your career you're famous for your missteps and losing Blade Masters and all, then you really, really, really don't want to throw the clan war away because of that.
Gargantuan creep. Another Pennant of Energy here is possible. Lin scouted this with the Blade Master, and he's going to punish the enemy creeping so far away with a push into the main, where tier 3, by the way, is halfway done. Fly's going to need to get back to the main. Didn't take out that creep yet.
Doesn't have reinforced defenses. There's quite some damage, especially from the walkers. Blade Master comes in to deal with the repairing peons, more walkers. Man, if he breaks this burrow, okay, he's not close to 60 at all, so it doesn't do too much.
Good peon juggling there for a long time, but the burrow does fall in the end. Awkward position now for Lin next to the base and everything. Lots of Hex and Dispels coming in. First Raider taken out, TP away from Lin, but he loses the Raider, and also a unit of his was devoured, so that's 6 supply gone, basically.
And he has that 6 supply lead already. No expansions yet? How long until tier 3 is finished? No level 3 Blade Master for Fly, double level 3 on Lin.
We haven't seen Lin's base, but judging from the resources, I guess Lin should be on his way to tier 3 also? Yes, almost finished. Cool! We see more and more tier 3 again. I was worried, you know, that Orc Mirror once again was all about tier 2 only, but now we do see tier 3 has a few nice upgrades. Orb of Lightning, very good. Kodo Aura, very good. Upgraded Kodo Aura. We saw some Torrents earlier. I'm not so sold on the Torrents yet.
No, I think they're easily countered by Kodos, but, you know, if you want to have fun, if you have a huge lead, why not? Especially if you think that your opponent is only going tier 2, then that should be a good play.
Dude, Fly's Blade Master inventory. Looking strong.
Only crit level 1 at this point. He didn't skill his third point yet. So if there's more fights, then crit is definitely better. If it's a lot about information, then Windwalk will be better.
Crystal ball again. The map is almost completely crapped.
Master training. Oh, so much mana for the walkers. Pretty much neck and neck here, also with upgrades. So far, who has the lead? Both have a heal scroll now.
I think it's very even.
I think the only real edge is the Blade Master level 2 crit and this inventory for Fly. I like that.
Yeah. It's not even that much better. It's like one more claw. So it's a little bit better. But the crit, yeah, that does make a difference.
Yeah, Lin is
Lin isn't super far away from level 4 Blade, by the way. Tiny Great Hall. Whoa!
Oh,
boy, that's greedy.
Oh.
That's so greedy.
Fly's pushing. Oh, he's not. This might work out.
This is very valuable intel here that the Blade Master's providing. And he's like, uh-oh. That's kind of a big army.
Yeah,
are you gonna push me, bro?
He didn't break yet.
231 crits. Oh, damn. That's a level 3 Blade Master with 231 crits.
Yeah, Lin is 60% away from his own crit level 2. That is
Dude.
so much damage.
He Tiny Great Hall expanded on less than 50 supply.
Yeah.
Lin, you madman.
He's so greedy with his expansions. Against Night Elf, he's expanding at like, what, 32 supply recently? Against 1-2-0, we've seen this fail, but...
But Fly is not scouting. And guess what? This is the downside of level 1 Windwalk.
He's breaking upkeep now. Like, why are you leaving me alone for so long? Why don't you poke? Why do I see nothing of you?
TC. That seems to me like another greedy choice. Great if this game goes long, but only on level 1. Either he's going to have 2 underwhelming stomps, or only an aura for 425 gold.
Lin is up to 60 as well.
Yeah, he has a lot of income now, of course.
Mana potion on the Shadow Hunter. Is this the golden timing for Fly?
Lin was expecting the push towards the expo, but he was mistaken. Oh, is there enough time for this TC? It's gonna be close. Oh my god, so much damage. Oh my god, the damage is crazy.
He's not getting the TC. This might actually be a good thing for Lin down the road. Illusions. He's dealing a lot with these illusions, even wasting an end snare on it, while Fly is getting the first Raider kill in a matter of seconds. Torrent coming in. Lin, the one with a tier 3 heavy melee. Focus fire, as pretty much always, on the Kodos, but Fly has 2 heavy focus fire in the north, but oh my, Fly is just taking things out so much quicker.
Fly-wise, we're still pretty even over here. Ancestral Spirit coming in as well. The Walker Master Training now taking effect. Kodos again getting ensnared. Oh, the next Kodos looking for the Munch. If that gets a Torrent, that would be a complete disaster. Supply lead now with Fly. It has swung in his favor. More and more crits are coming out. Heal wave once again. There's a shop, of course, for Lin. But there's going to be a shop as well for Fly in just a second.
Oh man, this is so big with the mana potion. He still holds on to that mana potion. Level 4 for the Blade Master, level 4. Finally crit level 4. Oh no, it's not. It's Fly's Blade Master. Sorry about that. So still no crit level 2. 100 damage range. Hex comes in, aiming for that kill. Switches the target to that Torrent to take it out. Blade Master is about to die. Here's the heal wave. Shadowhunter makes his way to the shop soon. And then is struggling. 10 supply lead.
Dude, that TC. Imagine if it's just 5 more seconds. Game might look different. But this Blade Master now getting hexed, getting focused. That's it. GG. Fly clutches it and keeps RW's dreams alive.
Okay, again, he's there when he needed to be there. This means we will get our second 2-on-2. This means that RW is still alive. And definitely a chance to swing that around, because their 2-on-2 is their strongest. Infi and TH, and they have the Iceman for map 5. Fly, the Rogue Warrior hero here today.
Yeah, looking good. And Lin in that game, that push into the base turned out to be a bit of a mistake, and that expansion, man, so greedy, but it almost worked out. I guess his mistake was he really expected a push towards the expansion and didn't scout with his Blade Master at all anymore what Fly was doing. Why wasn't the Blade Master scouting for that?
Yeah. Lin and expansions, man, it can backfire so hard. And it oftentimes does recently. The 2 matches against 1-2-0 that he lost was expansion play. Does he not have confidence in his fighting skills? That he feels he needs this extra gold, the supply lead? He has the best Orc Mirror Micro in the world. Why is he relying on this risk?
Yeah, I don't know. Seems pretty gimmicky, right? Why isn't he just trusting his mechanics? Maybe it was recent ladder encounters between the two, which dissuaded him. Maybe he felt his team is up by so much he can just try to cheese out a win like that with a greedy expo. Worth the risk? That didn't work out. Well played by Fly.
There we go.
If that defense goes differently, by the way. If that Raider for Lin gets saved by the heal wave, if that Grunt doesn't get devoured by the Kodo, that whole game looks different. This defense, the fact that 6 supply was taken out here,
yeah,
it's such a big impact.
Yeah, he's committing hard to this burrow, but in the end, what did the burrow do? They ended up both at 50. Fly was super quick in rebuilding this burrow, which was then never punished again. And this race to 60, Fly started it earlier.
And there you can see the heal wave just a little bit too late. The Raider is dead. Kodo gets off the Devour. Boom, there we go. That's 6 supply gone. And then the TC. Oh my god, how close was that? That must have been less than 3 seconds. The Wand of Illusion also making a big difference here. Forcing focus fire, forcing ensnares on only an illusion. And then heavy Kodo focus to follow. And again, the Torrens. I don't know, man. I don't know. Doesn't seem that good to me.
Yeah. I agree. It's a big commitment and such an easy counter in Kodos. I mean, you force the Kodos to move out of position, so it's easier to focus them, but is that worth all that gold, all that supply? Maybe he thought he needs more damage, and that's the only thing that can quickly bring him more damage. Maybe it was a little panic, whatever. Very, very solid Fly. That's important for RW. That's what they need. And now it's 2-on-2 time again. So we expect Infi TH versus LawLiet 1-2-0.
I think so.
Could of course be Infi and Fly versus 1-2-0 and Lin. A lot of possibilities here. Once again, very hard to counter the opponent. RW
Map
is still
choice.
alive! And we go on to map 4 in the clan war of all clan wars. We're gonna be back in a bit. We go into map number 4. It is Lin and 1-2-0, the next finalists, not against each other, but together against the 2 strongest human in the past 7 years. Infi and TH, legends of this game. So many WGL titles in 1 2-on-2. It's unbelievable. Also lots of WCG titles here. It is still match points for Eero, for 1-2-0 and Lin. Infi has to be the savior. We have human Night Elf on the Rogue Warrior side versus Undead Orc. This is maybe the most decorate 2-on-2 we've ever seen.
Yeah, you're right. It's full of world champions.
I think the
Every
only
single
one who
one of
can
them.
top that is Lin Moon in VTH.
True. Pretty crazy. This is like the ultra Mount Rushmore of Warcraft right here. Facing off in the 2v2. Can ELL close it out? Or can RW force the ace match? Infi has to carry twice in a row, basically.
We have an Engine of War at the mercenary camp, so that will be taken out even without Militia, probably. We have a Keeper of the Grove, no Demon Hunter. Lin, what's his play? Shadow Hunter first!
Shadow Hunter. Okay. Is he gonna play that aggressively?
Someone in chat called it. I'm not too sure if that was a troll or not. But it's Shadow Hunter first.
Yeah, we've seen it before. Lin plays it quite a bit in 2v2. Benefit is he has impact early with Hex, and he's still good late with Heal Wave. So it's kind of like a hybrid. It's not super greed like TC, and it's not super pure all-in only pressure, you know, like a Blade Master who does something early but is useless late game. So he's kind of hedging his bets here.
That's definitely Hex. That was to be expected. If you play it aggressively, you can prevent experience. If you play it defensively, you can accelerate your creeping by a lot. Speaking of which, it is Militia and Engine of War. That's the fastest early creep you can do.
Yeah, it's gonna be a quick level to AM right away. That Fiend is super hurt already. How has that happened?
Oh.
Ensnare. That Fiend dies to the creeps. Are you kidding me?
Was this nerves? What happened here? This build. You want Fiends early. They wanted fast creeping, I guess. And now they face the Infi Keeper with one Fiend down.
Something went wrong with the creeps. The Fiend took way too much damage. The Grunt took way too much damage. I don't know what it was, but that was just a very botched creep.
Yeah, Infi and...
Oh my god, the AM. Double claws.
Todd stream. Yeah, Infi and TH creeping is way better, way faster. Of course, big investment there as well.
That's one of the strengths for Night Elf, of course, and Human. Early game creeping with Militia and Ancient of War.
Third claw.
In the early game, very impactful. Late game, nice to have, but
Yeah.
not crazy, really.
No, not at all. Won't help him survive.
Wow, but he's level 3 already. The pressure they can apply right now
So sick.
is insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Entangle, level 2 Water Elemental, and the Fiend down. We have Heal Wave, of course. DK level 1. They creep together. They continue to creep together. Speed Scroll. Coil Entangle. No Dispel, of course, for a long time. How's there sleep?
The creeps.
Ah. Oh my, this is a
God.
disaster for
Oh
ELL.
my god.
This is ridiculous.
So much damage. There's another entangle. On the DK. That might be a TP force. It is. Oh my lord. Wow. This level 3 AM creep route is crazy. Maybe he should have played Blade Master.
Still, this tactic is on a timer. But they just opened that window wide for game 5.
Yeah, crazy damage here in the early. DK needs to catch up on levels badly.
But how? They will not let loose. They will not step back.
Should RW just have pushed into the Night Elf main? Into the Orc main, I mean? Oh! Ritual Dagger, by the way.
Yeah, that's desperation. That's the most desperation item there is in the game. I'm speechless to how well this early game went.
And now with the level 2 water elementals and everything else, they can also creep the rest of the map very quickly. Much quicker still than 1-0 and Lin can. When 1-0 gets to the tier 3, of course, then he can creep up like crazy. But by then, most of the map is going to be empty.
Yeah. So TC is coming, and Lich is coming. So it's gonna be double AoE on ELL, but the Alchemist is ready for that. First he can accelerate... Wait a minute, that's a Crypt Lord. Pit Lord.
Pit Lord over Lich.
Yeah.
What? And Lich third? Is that better?
I don't know, man.
It doesn't seem like it's better. Isn't the best benefit of the Pit Lord if you get him to 3 and he stands in the front and he just cleaves away?
Yep.
But this is a 2v2, man. He's gonna get right-clicked down. He can't just stand there forever.
Especially against Acid Bomb. This is gonna be brutal. Went Acid Bomb first. Nice flank here, though. Where's the Storm? Oh, there's Aura first. Okay. Still good. Acid Bomb applied. All the forces in. Another Fiend for 1-0 down. Second one gets the coil, but is super hurt. Can't really heal too much with the coil level 1.
There's more Stormbolts ready. Should be more kills.
Yeah, like
TC entangled. TC Stormbolted. TC almost surrounded. And dying.
Absolutely wrecked.
DK did get to level 3 though. The Fiends in the back are still somewhat healthy. Shadowhunter gets to 3. That's more healing.
Yeah, the Pit Lord is gonna be a
huge Stormbolt still.
DK, Poison Ivy on him, out of position, no TP. It could be the end right here. Gets the heal wave out. Mercs are coming in for TH and Infi as well. This little Shaman with Reju. And we got heal spray now, so this Mountain King stays alive as well.
That one Walker, dude. That Spirit Link right now is so sick for the Grunts. And the Pit Lord.
Alright.
Oh, they might be turning it around right now.
TC falls. And the Mountain King falls as well in the end.
Only level 1 heroes though. They're
Yeah.
gonna be back very soon.
Infi and TH. Struggling a bit. Still the supply lead. Still a crazy Archmage. Alchemist mana looks really good as well.
Wow, so many militia and Wisps being called to the aid.
It's again massed archers. So many archers. Trying to get the pickoffs with the Entangle. This time the coil is ready. That was the last one.
Level 2 Pit Lord. Now we have the Cleave as well. And the Cleave can hit a lot of targets right here.
Infi is bringing the Wisp, detonates against the TC. Can't get rid of a Stomp. Archers are very well protected. Even the militias here. Statues in. Nice level 3 Alchemist.
Wow, that was fast. Another Entangle. Quick Dispel from the Walkers. Statues now doing a great job regenning from the back. And the TC is back. With that, this army for ELL once again super fast.
Still no Stomp, man. This is hurting so bad.
Oh, Hex! Focus! Barely gets out there. Does the AM.
Okay. Also time for Infi to retreat. There is an expansion for the Iceman. More archers. Just more and more and more archers. Very heavily relying on the tier 1 units.
Is 1-0 just massing on tier 2, by the way?
I think so. Tier 3 seems far away. There's no Orb. There's no Lich.
But Orb is the best thing you got, dude. Like, even if the Lich on level 1 doesn't have that strong of a Nova. Okay, there's the Lich now. Alright, there we go. He's still a strong Orb carrier. And there we go. Orb, Lich coming, Orb coming.
Okay, we criticized a little too early. Then that's the next push. With that Lich in this army, a little too early. Lich is not part of it yet. Wisp come in, detonate against 2 heroes. Well done.
Perfect position here behind this tree line for Rogue Warriors. The archers just beautifully protected Entangle, focus fire on the Pit Lord. Oh my god, he's taking so much damage. He has to transfer the heal pot, but he was stunned because of the Storm Bolt. Too much DPS. Pit Lord falls. TC next in line. He hits the level 2 level up. Storm Bolt again flies towards him. Surround. He's trapped. Doesn't get out. Speedswell can't save him. He's dead also.
What is this damage?
X follow-up. He
Heal
also
spray.
dies. So many hero kills everywhere.
What is this damage? Where is it coming from? It's unbelievable. Destroyer's out now. As the Spirit Link was stolen, he can dispel against that and the Water Elementals. Supply still pretty even. And Infi and TH hold. And that's the expansion running.
The archers in 2v2 once again looking so good. If you get a good position for them. And I wonder there, wouldn't have a Crypt Lord third been better?
Yeah, Lich
Tough to
second.
say.
This Alchemist is really good, by the way. Constant acid bombs all over the place. Really good for the focus fire on the heroes, by the way. This acid bomb enables the hero focus.
That's a big mass of units right there that RW have assembled.
And pick up.
Lost around on the Fiend. Nicely done. That's another kill. I am 1 kill away only from level 4 now. And that buffs up everything.
What can save them? They're trying to counter expand. Or counter expansion, man. Takes forever. If they just take one step to the right, and of course they do, because they're Infi and TH. If someone knows about expansions, it's them.
Yeah. It's almost a 20 supply lead now for them. Between all 4 armies. TC comes in, one nice stomp. But that's the only one they're gonna have. ELL need to smash this fight to come back into this game.
How do you stop the archers? It's just arrows raining down on the front line. 2 volleys and a grunt is gone. He has 2 groups, so he can't stun them both at the same time. Finally hits a howl. That diminishes the damage by a lot, as these archers are the damage dealers. Not much mana left on the Alchemist. Oh, but the focus fire. He finds the TC again, and they disable him again. I guess he's invul for now. So he doesn't fall, but he's certainly out of the fight.
You know what would be crazy good against this style, by the way? Mass A-bombs. But 1-0 doesn't play that.
Yeah, it's Breakers and Archers. That would be great against both. So 3 base, 2 base.
Tier 3 is coming in. We're gonna have marksmanship soon.
Even more damage.
Red camp item. What are we gonna get?
Scroll of Restoration.
This can be the Scroll of Restoration.
We saw it before.
It is!
Oh,
it is!
wow.
Pit Lord got it.
Okay. That is a lot of healing, and that is a lot of mana. But it's mostly single target damage. The scroll doesn't help that much. Like against AoE, it would be an absolute game-winning item. Against solo focus, still great. But not as crazy as it can be.
It has been getting shafted in this game. 34 supply only. Archers always so well protected. They just place them perfectly. TC gets off 1 stomp, but he's half dead for it. Cleave against the Breakers is really starting to add up, though. But the Pit Lord in trouble, getting healed. So much healing from so many sources, but he's still dropping down. Coil, Scroll of Restoration, everything. Alchemist is dead, I think. He just got nuked.
I got a lag. There we go. TC is still in, trying to kill him off during the town portal.
Ow.
Not enough. He survives.
Oh
and
my god.
so does
my god.
ELL. Massive turnaround. MK dead. Uh-oh. Bye-bye. Triple kill. The strength of Undead Orc. Survive, 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 survive. And then own.
Infi just abandoned him. He just TP'd out. And he was like, see you later, TH. There was 3 hero kills. Suddenly there's Lich level 3. DK's level 4. Level 4 Shadow. Level 3 TC. If this TC now gets to the archers, then what?
Yeah. If that's
The
what
TC plus the Pit Lord. The Cleave Stomp combo.
And that's what you call your best friend. And that is the connection. Cleave level 2. Nova. Howl of Terror.
Oh.
Marksmanship finished, but still. Oh, even Blizzard coming into the mix now. For TH, okay. But this is just too much. He's trying to disable the Pit Lord, but at this point, level 3 is too tanky.
What a sick 2v2 by ELL. They were down 20 supply. Losing every fight for 10 minutes.
Yeah. But relying on the strength of the Pit Lord and undead heroes in general. Surreal. Surreal. Another hero kill.
Creeps come in. Sleep some of them. Stomp.
Doubles.
That's it. GG. ELL win this.
Wow. Big smile by 120. He can't believe it either. Lynn is shaking his head like, what the hell? How did we do this? LawLiet can stay on the bench. This is ELL winning the top clan war of the league with 3-1. I was mentally getting ready for map 5. I was so sure that they got this with this early game, with these fights. But all of a sudden, it just wasn't enough anymore. They had this threshold, and ELL was just blasting through. At one point, the heroes didn't die anymore to the Mass Archer and Poison Ivy. And with the heroes on the field, they get all the experience they need, and all of a sudden they own.
Dude, but if they don't find this scroll,
Pit Lord dies.
screwed.
Yep.
They're screwed.
Yep.
It was a cool turnaround this game, but should one single item really have such an impact?
Nope. That's not ELL's fault. That's not Rogue Warrior's fault. That's of course Blizzard's fault. But not giving this up is, and not typing GG and say, okay, LawLiet, you do this. That was sick. So for the first time, we see 120 in his home, and he wins both matches today in a clan war that is so ultra rare.
ELL take the lead in the rankings, 4-0 now. Rogue Warriors with 3-1, still in second place. But
First
that might be relevant for the seedings. I mean, we're definitely going to see both these teams in the playoffs. There's no way around it. But you know, I was feeling Rogue Warriors being ahead here today, but ELL came in super strong, showing that they are still a killer team.
Yeah, they like ELL now. If they don't slip, it's all in their hands. If they don't slip, they win the group stage, and that means they face the weaker team in the top 4, which will then most likely not be RW, which will most likely not be LP. And that's a huge win for the semifinals, man. And RW, they are not allowed to slip anymore. This misseeding on map 1 of the one-on-ones, TH versus 120, that broke their neck.
Yeah. And I'm kind of worried about that for the future clan wars and for the playoffs. There's TR and TM in the pool. For your 2-human lineup. That's problematic. For the rest for most of the competition here, probably not an issue. They're probably going to beat almost everyone else still here. But then in the playoffs, this could bite them in the butt again.
Yeah. This could certainly repeat. But of course, you need the players to be able to take that ball and run with it. And if the defense is TH and Infi, then it's of course a different talk. And maybe they find their strategies for TR tailor-made for this tournament. We've seen quite some 2-on-2 practice on Netties recently in Watch, so I wouldn't rule out that they practice a week just for TR, just to come up with something that works, especially if it's a map that you know and just have to adapt to.
Yeah, we've seen plenty of players putting in the 2v2 practice. And it's so important in this tournament series, in this league, where 2 out of 5 points are scored from 2v2. But that's another clan war. The second one today ending early. We don't go full distance. We end here at the 3-1, which means we have one clan war left. And the next one coming up is going to be Rise Again against F4.
Indeed. And of course, a lot of you people are not familiar with the names so far. So Rise Again is Moon, Michael, Thunder versus Sok, Chimiko, Soin, and Check. Gonna be another awesome clan war, and we'll be right back for you after a little break.